Yes. Hey guys, I'm wearing red today because actually let me I think I'm live right now, aren't I? Am I live? Not sure. Let's see. Let me make sure I don't leak anything randomly again. Hello. Welcome to the stream, fellas. I not a few days ago, but over the weekend I was streaming. By the way, I'm wearing red today because very red day, overall general market and Beyond Meat. Over the weekend I talked about how BYND, the stock, was being taken censored all over Reddit, and the fact that it was deleted by even on the daily discussion of Wall Street Bets, right? And then suddenly, well, the stock went up and they hit I guess you could say, the market cap requirement for posting on Wall Street Bets. But at the same time, like, the fact that they're deleting comments was already very sus. And now that they're releasing everything, the whole thing is pretty crazy. And then guess what happened? Once it got released on Wall Street Bet, we had a 60% retracement from the top, and we pretty much closed flat relative to the previous day. Let's wait for more people to get in. I'm gonna go get some water, and I'll be back. I'm back. All right. The audio stream is currently at 0, then the recommended bitrate. What is this? Oh, what the heck? I don't know what that means. Whatever. Anyways, so let's talk about Bynd. Let's analyze this trade I did. By the way, guys, I am still in this trade. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but I'm still in it. Do I have a big position in it? No. Did I trim a lot of my positions earlier? I did. And did I trim today? No, actually. Today I made a huge fuck up. I'll show you guys in a bit. So, for this trade, BYND, the fact that a stock that was trading at 60 cents, more like almost 50, it went down to as low as 50 cents, picked up on volume last Friday, and I saw it, moving greatly with the tape. I decided to grab myself a position. The stock broke out. Actually, over the weekend, I did a lot of analyze. Over the weekend, I basically checked Reddit and the forums and see if this post was polluted over the forums, right? And I wanted to see what is going on. And that's when I found out that it was being banned over some Reddits, and some people got permanently banned because of it. So that's when I realized that things could be a little bit more suspicious than I originally thought it would have. So, and then Monday proved me right. There was huge buyers. The stock immediately went up 124%. I actually took profit somewhere along the line of $1.20-ish something to reduce risk. That was actually a good trade. Reducing risks right there, it was good for me. Next day, we gap up another 60% and it ran to as far as 144%. So in the span of 2 days, it went up about 500% on average. That's BYND. Now, on the third day of a gap, the second day of the gap up, which is Tuesday, I actually took some profit off as well at around $3. And that was a big mistake that I did because I already took profit to reduce risk. There was no reason to sell that. And I actually formulated a selling plan that day, which was that if the stock got on Wall Street bets, I will sell on intraday weakness. And I didn't do that, and I sold some yesterday. And one guy in my Discord told me that's probably the reason why I didn't sell or take any portions today. Because today I was pretty much holding like a much lower average, like not lower average, sorry, I was holding like a small portion of it. And that made it very hard to sell because when I'm holding a small portion of it, it makes me want to hold the last portion just to see where like the market can take this stock to. And because of that, I didn't sell. By the way, today the stock went up pretty much another 110%. And there were clear weakness on where to sell if you take a look at the 1 minute chart. The stock got latched onto the 9 EMA, was grinding up higher and higher. Every single time we get below it, touches it, it pretty much just bounces right off. And there were clear buyers there until this candle, right? And the next candle we closed below it. Even if you didn't close on this candle, I could have gone out maybe somewhere here, which would have let me be out of the stock at the worst case scenario, 677. Best case scenario, 708. That is pretty good. And yet I didn't sell it. I ignored the tape. The tape was looking weak. I ignored it and I held the stock. And we held down over and over and over. And then here we are, right here. I believe it's at overnight 307 right now. And the reason, by the way, I didn't sell, no, I was like, I could wait till the end of the day and sell it. But at the end of the day, I decided to hold the stock. And the reason because I'm doing that is because if you guys take a look at GameStop, you see for stocks like meme stocks like this, it could go a lot, hell of a lot higher than you think. And so I'm going all the way back to 2021. It's like time capsule. So GameStop, right? You know, it was a crazy move from basically like $1. We don't look at this. This is part before the real volume actually starts kicking in. And I do remember trading this stock though, around this area. But that's beside the point. I want to talk about the stock when it's actually moving. So here we go. Stock volume start kicking in. We got day one. This stock actually got a decent few days of consolidation before it moved higher. And this day right here, the stock went up 80%. And then the next day, it gapped up 48%, which is pretty similar to BYND. BYND, I guess, it gapped up like 60%, right? It was a pre-market that was up 100%, but 60% on open. And what happened is the GameStop had a retracement of 60%. And then it closed at about 24% from the bottom here. And guess what? Like that, if you put that in BYND, that is actually exactly the same how we played out today. We went from the very top to the bottom, it was 65%, 66%. From the bottom to the close today was 36.9%. That is way too familiar. Now, I know maybe I'm coping, maybe because I'm holding my last position, I'm just coping out of my existence. But the thing is, such similarity, you know, it's when that happens, it makes me want to hold it a little longer. So that happened, and what happened the next day? We pretty much win. We opened up, we opened up 18%, and it ran all the way up 69%, right? The day after that, stock gapped up to 94%, and it ran all the way up to 156% in just 2 days. Or in just 1 day. In 2 days, it went up how much? 2 days went up 400%. So after the huge candle in 4 days, it went up 400%. Now, people are saying that GameStop, BYND is BYND, GameStop is GameStop. I agree with that statement. However, and the fact that, you know, BYND wasn't as shorted as GameStop, but I believe that BYND still has a huge short interest. And also, I feel like, I always think this, but what happened in the past will happen again in the future, but just in a very accelerated way. So instead of 2 days going up 4%, tomorrow we could see a gap up that runs. I believe tomorrow it's also restricted to to sell on the bid. So there's also like to do short sell on the bid. I believe that's what's going to happen tomorrow as well. But yes, that is pretty much my take on this trade, my review on this trade. Probably should have made a video for it, but instead of a streaming format. But I figured that, you know, people might be able to come in and ask questions. And, you know, I'm just also chilling tonight. Got a haircut, very bad haircut in my opinion, but it's as good as you can get in the US. Very short. Not a big fan. People cannot make long haircuts. But yeah, if you guys have any questions. The market sentiment right now is pretty bad right now. QQQ is dying. SPY is dying. IWM is dying. IWM is dying hard. I'm shorting a bank right now. I'm shorting Huntington Bank. If you guys take a look at it on the weekly chart, we're below every single major moving averages. And then if you take a look at the daily chart, the earnings is out of the way. We have a pull back to the 10-day moving average. Putting in inside day today could start continuing to move down if the market continues to act bad. The financial sector, financial service is doing horrible right now. Bitcoin is also dying, so there's that going on. And TLT is up. I am pretty bearish on this market right now. Not too bearish. It's choppy. There could be stocks that gets going, and if stocks are, individual stocks can still go regardless of the market indexes going down. But right now, it seems like everything is not doing too well. But yeah, as of right now, I'm still holding BYND. And how crazy was my option? My option was yeah, guys, my option was 4,000%. Yes, 4,000%, and I did not sell. I didn't even take partial at 4,000%. I took partial at 700. 4,000, did not sell a single contract. And I'm still holding, and the contract right now is up 1,600, so 1,600%. And I am still holding. You should eat a Beyond sausage on stream to celebrate the big win. It's not a big, here's the crazy. It's a big win, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like a big win yet. I'm not completely out of the trade, so. But if I were to eat Beyond Meat, I wouldn't try the sausage. I would try their burger first. I have never had their food. Is it good? I don't know. Does it look appetizing? It does. The pictures they have at the little cover in the frozen food section, yeah, they don't look too bad. Am I gonna try it? Maybe. Depends. If this thing goes up to, listen, I didn't sell at 4,000%. If this thing goes up to $8 again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell. Okay. That's how I maybe I'm going insane, but I don't know if you guys understand. If this thing right now actually starts, like right now we came down to test. I think this was meant to happen. This was expected to happen. Let's be honest. A red day that's retracing this much for a meme stock, it makes sense because from $2, actually from like 60 cents to $8, that was too fast. It's too emotional. There was no steady accumulation, but the volume was crazy. But that was like a short interest squeeze and other relief rally, anything. But right now it's reversing hard on volume, which means that the first people that got in here has cashed out. And I have cashed out on the way up. Still holding a little bit. And right now, it's the fact that we didn't close at the low is already, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, the problem is that the 1020 EMA is still, it's all the way down here, right? So I hope that we don't get a shakeout like this and then goes back up, because that would, it could. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if I could hold at $2, my hand is strong. I have crazy diamond hands. But these hands are not, they're not that strong, okay? But if this thing suddenly goes up to like, let's say $20, $15, for sure I'm taking profit. And I might just sell everything. And when that happens, yeah, I'll eat a Beyond Meat, I'll eat Beyond Burger on sandwich. How about that? I'll on stream, I mean. I'll cook it downstairs, bring it up, and do a food review on Beyond Burger. So that sounds like fun. But am I gonna do that? Probably not. The fact that the stock needs to go up that much for me to want to do it is, we'll see. It could, because right now there's clearly like the shorts. If this thing somehow managed to break $7, $7.80, you know how strong the buyers are in this thing. That's no regular retails. Retail buyers are incapable of moving the stock up that much. I don't believe they are. There needs to be fund institutions sponsoring a move like that. Will that happen? I don't know. I'm not sure. When GameStop happened, that did happen. there was institutions coming into GameStop. For this, not sure. And with that being said, you know what's crazy, guys? I've been looking around Wall Street bets, and man, it is bad. Wall Street bet is like the last place you want to see your stock to be on right now. And also, nobody YOLOs like calls anymore. Like, you know, it's horrible to people like gambling their life savings away, but that's what Wall Street bet used to be about. It used to be about people gambling, people putting their life savings on the line. But now, not so much. Not so much. Am I sad? A little bit. Used to be a great place of entertainment. Now it's just memes, stupid DDs that's too late. Nobody shares good stuff on it. Yeah, like people are posting like not selling until it hits double digits, and they're posting them buying 25,000 shares with $80,000. Buy $80,000 of calls. I want to see that on Wall Street bets. Am I gonna do that? No. Do I want to see it? Hell yeah. I'm just reading these threads. Like, people are full porting 60K BUSD into Roth IRA. Like, that's nothing, man. Buy calls. Buy $60,000 calls. That's what Wall Street bet used to be. But I love reading the daily discussion comments though. Do you guys actually make money? It's so good. I love reading threads. Nobody's holding calls. Everybody's holding shares. What the heck? Lame. Boo. You guys know what's a cool, like, what some threads that's actually pretty good? I think Wall Street Bet Elite and like 10x penny stocks. That subreddit is very interesting. Because I remember 10x penny stock. Yeah, sure, they like pump and dump penny stocks. But the moment that Monday opened up and then BYND came flush out of the gate up 100%, like what? 127%. The whole thread was talking about BYND and nothing else. Nothing else gets upvoted. But if you just bring up BYND, it gets upvoted. What thread do you recommend? I recommend all of them except Wall Street Bets. Wall Street Bets is the worst. It's by the way, I'm not saying that you should find tickers on those stocks, but you should always pick whatever they're posting and do your own analyze on it. But not of Wall Street Bets. Wall Street Bets is bad. There is absolutely nothing there these days. When you see something on Wall Street Bet, it's oftentimes too late. It's all because of the GameStop movement. It like made the general public too aware of what's going on. And yeah, everyone in their moms and pops knows about Wall Street Bets. I'm just reading threads right now. You know what's one reason I didn't want to sell today? Aside from the technical reason. Now this is a stupid reason. Now as a trader, I'm gonna come back in the future and be like, that was interesting. I'm already looking at my decisions very interesting because the fact that I didn't sell and one reason was it is because this feels like one of those movement stocks. If you guys know what I mean, like how GameStop kind of made like woke a lot of people up. It certainly feels that way. It might nostalgic a little bit, nostalgic of 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, it was it was an interesting moment. That got so many people into trading stocks. It was crazy. But it's not over yet. Yeah, I can't. Nobody knows. No one knows if it's over or not. Who the hell knows? What's the short interest on this thing right now? It's honestly it's hard to tell. The fact that I traded 2 billion shares every single day, like you don't know how many or what the short interest is. Nasdaq. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think the data, all we know is the data from September 30th. Which was 40 million shares. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just make 40 million shares somewhere in here and sell the stock. And like, I mean, cover your shares. I wonder if there used to be a way to determine the short interest on the daily basis based off its volume. But when it trades like 2 billion volumes, you have no idea what the short interest actually is. You just you can't tell. Unless they report it, which is usually every 15 days, I believe. Tell that to people that bought above 7, they're back. It is very funny that when you go on Wall Street Bets, the first post is I got in at 750. That's the funniest thing ever. Oh man. Oh guys, this is not. By the way, guys, swing market is pretty dead for. I think it's gonna be dead for a while. Go cash time. You know, that's also one of my theory where because the swing, like even like if you look at like a gold, right, and platinum, Gold, platinum, silver, like all this is dead, right? The money is being flowed into TLT or shorting banks. But there are a big portion of money that doesn't short. And those money, where do they go? Either they sit in cash or they play meme stocks like this. The volume is big enough where institutions can play it too. Oh my god, I'm reading threads right now. Europe is we're still here. This is what they said. And Koreans too. Koreans are like, we're still holding. Bro, I watched a video on like these Korean crypto traders and them just crashing out and losing all of their savings. That's insane. I guess in Korea there's just a huge surge of traders, or not traders, but people that wants to make a lot of money. Like not through working anymore. Which makes sense. If you take a look at Korea, man, that like Korean, not even Korean, but like Korea, China, Japan, countries like Nepal and those countries, you cannot, it's suffocating. You can't get out of you can't basically live a good life unless you're top 0.1%. Education, stuff like even education, you have to be like a genius. You have to be top 1% of the education to even make a good living. Of course they're going to be coming to trade stocks or gambling on stocks or cryptos. So yeah, the Koreans are also in. You know what's crazy is that one thing I thought this might go insane. One reason I thought this might go insane is because GameStop only happened in the US. Beyond Meat and anything from now on that gets pumped is going to be pretty worldwide. It's going to be all over Korea, all over Asian countries and European countries. It's no longer just a US thing or a local group thing. I wonder though. I'm gonna read this. Actually, let's see if I can stream this. Window capture. Oh god. Let me see if I can put this on. Yes, I can. Prove that I'm a human. Hold on. Let me prove that I'm a human. What does it want? Cars? Car. Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. Okay. What do you think of those people that's saying buy the dip right now? I mean, I don't know. I have no opinion. I have no opinion. What do I think of them? They do whatever they want to do. I mean, they're not gonna be a trader. I guess I can be a responsible man and be like, please buy the dip responsibly and things like that, right? But for those people that are buying the dip right now, like, do whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna stop you. I cannot stop you. And the people saying it, keep on saying it if you want to. I'm still in it, so pump it if you want. But I don't think you can pump a stock. I don't think retail is strong enough to pump it. It trades 2 billion volumes today. And the amount of like overhead supply that there's going to be, you need to get some institution sponsorship. Or yeah, have an institution coming in to buy the stock, push it into all-time high and let the short squeeze again. One good news is a guy that got margin called shorting quantum stocks. He is shorting the stock, I think. So that's good news. Let's read this. To those who sold BYD at $4 to $8 today, a lot of people are still holding strong to their shares, including me, and aren't planning on selling anytime soon. And I am still thousands of dollars in profit, which is life-changing for many. For those who made profit today and brought us down for the day, dude, it's not even the people that sold that brought the stock down. Like, there's so many people short selling it, like day traders, stuff like that. Think wisely and think about why. And also when short sellers push the stock down, it causes like a cascading effect. It just keeps on going. It's like snowballing. It's normal. But anyways, that's a wrong statement. Think wisely and think about why you got into the stock for the first place. This is not a meme stock. This is about fundamentals. It's a meme stock, and we're here to make money. If you made profit today by selling, I forgive you for your fear and anxiety. What is going to stop you from putting some of the profit or all of your profit right back in? The answer is lower than when you sold. So buy it back. The short shares are dried out. Many are still holding, and there is even more potential now ever before for a short squeeze. All it takes is not for you to pop the stock into after hours, pre-market, and tomorrow morning. Dude, like, oh my god. If you want to write a post about like trying to change the world or something, this is not how you write it. There's a lot of things that this guy doesn't know about trading, and he's writing about this. Just write about things like, just hold it, guys. That's it. Just say that. Say. If you want to be stupid, just go stupid all the way. Say things like, guys, we need to bring down the big institutions. We need to bring down Citadel. We need to silence the rich. We need to things like that. You can't just say things like, this is not a meme stock. This is fundamental. That's straight up lying, because it is a meme stock, and there's nothing about the fundamentals behind it. That's not how you do it. You want to create. If for those of you guys are in the viewers, or that's going to watch the stream in the future, I'm going to teach you guys something. How to essentially write a great post and unite people together. If you want to unite people together and have people basically follow you, you want to create a common enemy in your narrative. Once you're able to create a common enemy, you'll be able to say anything you want about them. This way you separate you versus them. Now it's like now it's not just like a thing people do, but now it's a group of people that you're in, and that makes you special. That makes you feel special, because now it's you guys against another group. And that's why he should have brought up. He should have brought up the short sellers, the Citadel, the things like that. Basically, yeah, would have been much better of a thread. If you feel like you're alone in this fight, or feel like everybody's fighting, think again. Blah blah blah. SEC short hedge fund want you to be scared. They halted that. No, this is I need to write a post. I can write a post far better than this. Yeah, there you go. Like you see the comments. This is a fight worth writing into Valhalla for. Fuck Ken, fuck Martin, fuck the hedges, fuck Wall Street. They all hate us and want us to be poor while they steal from us and act as criminals. That's the type of narrative you need to put in your writing. This is what people want to read. We're finished with the manipulating tactic they use. We're finished with their lawlessness. We hold, we fight, we overcome with, and we win. You know, that is true. There's a lot of illegal shit going on in trading. 100%. 100%. Like the dark pool, like also like when you're looking at like level 2s and stuff, there's like a lot of like fake orders, right? And orders that you don't see, things like that. I feel like I think that's all that all of that should be illegal. Yeah, this post is horrible. uh, boat? That's a boat, that's a boat, that's a boat. I swear to God. BYND. I can't read that. Translation 0, understanding 100. Asia is ready, let's go. That's the funniest thing I've ever read. Korean traders based. Bro, I have yet to see like a good Korean trader. They all seem to have like gambling. They all have gambling addictions. He's saying that there's a huge sanction and the shorters will all die. Holy shit. Our Aussies and Kiwi boy brothers showing up. Telling you guys, this is a worldwide thing. Do you trade aftermarket or wait for it to open? I wait for it to open. I don't trade aftermarket. The reason I don't trade aftermarket isn't because I think aftermarket and pre-market actions are pretty clean. But the reason I don't trade it is because I'm too exhausted. I can't wake up in the morning, and after trading during the day, I'm too tired. Just can't keep on going. If you find a way to trade pre-market, hey. Well, it's 11:36, getting pretty late. Well, I think I'm gonna call it. Very short stream today. I'll do more streaming in the future when I'm gonna scan for stocks. But yeah, today I just want to turn it on to quickly talk about BYND and stuff. I'll see you guys next time, and good luck trading tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Thursday. Sleep early, and have a good night, guys.